Hello and welcome. This is your Detective Lazaria. We're here with Ronald, his daughter, starts with a D. We'll see if her name ever pops up. Otherwise, in the next maybe 5 or so minutes, I'll probably just say it. And a bunch of other spirits had come through during part 1. I had to take a little break because I was getting a little overheated with what I was wearing. And I said, let me get into a more comfortable short sleeve shirt, as well as, taking care of other businesses. And here we are. And the only things that were spewed during that time was Scar and Disagree. So hopefully I didn't lose anybody during that moment I had to take to run off and do some things. So hopefully by having a shorter sleeve, I won't be sweating.
Thank you for talking.
Of course. I won't be sweating so much in the palms. Again, it was something I just had to do. So even if it was a very short session, the fact that at the very beginning it was said, my name is Ronald, I'm like, what? I haven't spoken to him in a while, and I haven't seen his name come through in a while, and here I'm like, I literally have your flashlight, and it's like you knew that I was going to do a session on him and his daughter. And it did say Dad, so she's here. So I did say that, hey, we can play the Four Corners game, and I did hear some sounds behind me.
Gargoyle.
And I was just like, oh, awesome, that there's somebody letting me know that they're here. It's, again, left back corner-ish. But then it said, it creeps behind you. I'm like, oh, what does? I'm not sure. But it definitely made 2 sounds that I heard. I'm like, So again, we're going to just allow the spirits for another less than 30 minutes to come and join Detective Lazaria and her pal, Ron, or Ronald, if you want to call him that, as well as his daughter and some other little spirits, possibly, that hang out with that daughter. There's one that should say his name, hopefully. It's little A. Another one starts with an S. And a few others I may remember. Okay?
Don't turn this off.
I wasn't planning on, nope, I didn't see how I left everything on when I had to do a quick little intermission. And I just let everything run. I didn't hear the REM pod. I didn't hear the spirit talker until I was walking out of another room. And I was like, oh, okay, didn't miss much. So again, it just said Scar when I was walking back into the room, and then Disagree as I sat down and grabbed the camera. So it wasn't gone long. I'm a quick switcheroo.
I like to talk.
I know, I can tell. It says, thank you for talking, and some other stuff in part 1. Seems like you really enjoy hanging out with Detective Lazaria and just chilling. Again, it could be maybe Ron. He did say that there is secrets behind his passing, which is true. Again, it seems like he was M'd by somebody. Might be connected to him. Not like blood related, but maybe united with marriage. That person may have been tied to that person that he married, I believe. Again, I have a playlist that's meant for Ron and his daughter. Go check it out if you're curious about their stories. I think I have it in chronological order, I believe. So you can get the whole scoop of how it started with this particular spirit. I mean, how do you explain it? Literally, I mean, he must love this flashlight so much that he said at the very beginning of part 1, my name is Ronald. I'm like, what? What? Yeah, you definitely made me like, wow. Anyways, I'm going to try to listen still, because again, I think spirits love to utilize the game of Four Corners by making a lot of sounds in my room, pops, thuds, knocks, taps, but it has to be, of course, loud enough for me to go, wait, what? What was that sound? So again, I'm having my ears out there to listen. Empathy?
Empathy.
And then, of course, during part 1, they were so close to getting that REM pod to go in a full mode with all the extra lights. I haven't seen anybody do it yet. They were so close. So I did demonstrate it during part 1. Hopefully they will be able to do it. You know, I guess I can say fingers crossed. I'll see the bell. If they can, physical bell, ghost motion detector inside the closet, as well as the skull motion detector that will probably never go off if anything, because it requires a physical pickup. It's not like, that's why it's there, and it's
Positive.
Positive. So we have positive attitude, positive wishful thinking that will get this REM pod to go full blast by grabbing the antenna, touching the base. See?
Children want to speak.
Again, they like to talk. So hi, I almost said her name. Hi, Dee. If you're here and your pals are here, you want to play? Let's play. I know you love to play. I think you like me too. If you like Detective Lazaria and her pals that hang out, can you light up anything? It could be the cat ball, the REM pod, perhaps the flashlight. You can just whisper to your dad to say, hey, turn on the flashlight.
11.
Is there 11 spirits here? I did have a ton of names at the very beginning of part 1. I think it was, I can't remember all of them, but I think it was Jeff, Nora, Stephen, obviously Ronald, someone else, can't remember. Oh, my brain's not very good. Anyways, yeah, there could be 11. Well, there's 4 corners, and there's 11 spirits. That means there's multiple chance you guys can make one of those corners go off with sounds. And we do have somebody driving around, so if you're hearing that, that's what it is. Unfortunately, I do have the window latch up, so it has a crack enough to hear some things. Hopefully it doesn't get in the way. So don't forget, again, REM pod, like that, cat balls. Sometimes they just don't work. I'm just gonna, yep, I just sound like.
Walls hold secrets.
Well, they actually do, especially if something happened in the home. So that was me just messing around. Again, I think that sometimes I like to see it in action. And then they get the hint, oh, she wants us to play with the balls or with a REM pod? Okay, we'll play with them. Yeah, like I said, his passing was somewhere else, but there could be others that are letting us know that there's some secrets in the walls. Maybe somebody, unfortunately, was put there, hidden from plain sight, and no one knows where they are. Is that a possibility, that somebody may have been emmed and someone put them in the wall so no one will find them? Whether it was brick to prevent the smell to come through? I don't know.
Danger. Well, again, I think our pal Ron, aka the flashlight spirit that likes to use a flashlight, doesn't he utilize that flashlight when there's danger to protect us, the spirits, as well as me? Again, I mean, I want to make sure it still works. There. I just want to make sure. Maybe it was hard for him to utilize.
His voice.
Well, it did say that, hey, did you hear me? And I didn't hear him. Part 1. Sorry. Can you turn off the flashlight, Ron? All the way? I just think that was difficult for you to utilize. That's why I tapped it to help you. So if you are using it, can you just turn it off for me for now? And then turn it on when I ask? I mean, you can still turn it on randomly, but again, yeah? Thank you. Again, I think that it was just difficult. Sometimes when they, I don't know how they do it, if it's bipping, bapping it just like I did to make it flash on and off, or if it just got a little difficult for him. That's why it wasn't going off. So hopefully it's usable now for him to use, just like the REM pod. And I'll try to, again, if you're saying his voice, am I supposed to also listen to a voice? I'll try to listen and listen for the knocks. Okay, I'll take a moment of...
You are accepted.
Thank you, of silence. Now.
Music.
Were you trying to use the REM pod to make music? You can. Like Morse code, but in a beat. So, dun 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 dun. Stuff like that. Otherwise, did Ron ever sing? Or make music? I don't know. Unfortunately, we can't physically play music because of YouTube, but you can make it because it's your creation. So have fun with that REM pod. Make music. But I think it would be cooler if you made music with by grabbing that antenna. Or touching that red base. Or making that ghost motion detector go bonkers by setting it off, because it does go ooh. That's some add to the music. By the way, where is Oogie? Oh, there's Oogie Boogie Boogie's with the pile of stuffies, by the way.
I'm family.
Again, see? Again, is Ron and his daughter. It's been a long time since I actually got to say her name. Should I just say it? REM pod? Or flashlight? Should I just say her name so she doesn't have to be like, ugh, I can't find my name. I know it's in this word bank, but can you just say it? If you want me to just say her name, your daughter's name, REM pod or Capel, and I'll say it. Or sorry, any of those three, Capels, flashlight, or REM pod, in the next 30 seconds. Otherwise, I'm just going to keep saying daughter, or the daughter with a D. Or she can just spew it, and they'd be like, woohoo, just like Ronald. And I haven't heard her name come through in a while. At least a couple weeks, I think.
Amelia.
Hi, Amelia. By the way, I did hear something behind me, but I don't know if, again, it's just a random house sound now. But you can make sure it's not by going to the EMF meter and trying to go to yellow or orange or red. To say, nope, that was a spirit just making that sound behind you. Again. Oh, I did hear something up top in front of me. Oh, no, shoot. Now, right atop of the door taps. I hear tap sounds. You finally.
There is an afterlife.
Oh, yes, there is. Again, I know that most people probably are unsure of it or don't believe in it, but this is why I kind of do random sessions on spirits, because it's like a little documentation of all the chances of reaching specific spirits, how they passed away, and hearing their stories with the activity that we have with these devices I have up here, and of course the app. So hopefully people believe that, when you pass away, it's not the end. It's almost like the beginning.
Windows smashed.
Is that related to our pal Ron and his story? Because I think a vroom vroom was involved. Or they kind of made it look like his car had flown over the cliff. And that is how he passed away, not because somebody emmed him. It's like a cover-up. So obviously if it got driven off the cliff, windows would smash.
Arthur.
Yay! Hey, sorry. Little Arthur Robinson. You here? So again, we have the daughter that starts with a D, little Arthur, another spirit that starts with an S. They like to hang out and play with the tools and toys and stuffies and ghost motion detector. Again, it's a little difficult. It requires physically going through a closet door and activating it. It's on my box inside there, right behind the one that's a duplicate image of it. Yay, we got Arthur. Yay, I'm just waiting for, his friend, aka Ron's daughter, starts with D, to say her name. That'd be awesome. Oh.
Cruel.
Is that cruel for putting it in the closet because it requires physically going through the closet door? And it's not easy for you to do that, I guess? Or you just think it's easier when it's in the room on the corner where it's normally at? Well, the reason why I put it in the closet, especially during daytime, is because it's hard to distinguish if it's maybe a reflection of some kind or a light change with the clouds and the sun. Sometimes that's what I feel like it is. That's why I put it in the closet. But at night, it's totally different. It's more likely the spirits. But we're, again, in the morning, early afternoon, so it's most likely going to go off randomly if I did it in the corner. Anyways, so, hi again to Arthur, Ronald, his daughter, Dorothy. I might have to say it in the next 2 minutes, as well as other spirits that have joined in part 1, and Amelia, and anyone else. Again, I think he's saving his energy to use the flashlight when he wants to, or he knows that I would complain like, hey, don't burn out your bulb. He's like, I'll use it when I want to. Oh.
Nan.
So there is somebody I not hang out with, but communicate with in my sessions. His name is Woogieman007, and whenever when Nan comes through, we kind of think, could it be her? Is Nan? Otherwise, it is a possible
Affect.
Otherwise, it is a possible repetitive phrase or name or word, that's come through in the past sessions. Anyways, try not to trail off. So still listening for the REM pod to go super bonkers with someone to get enough energy to grab the antenna to make the lights go bonkers, and not just the middle one, as well as the cat balls. Again, they're there for you to play with. Arthur with your pals that hang out here, as well as obviously the daughter. of Ron. So I remember you guys like to play this thing where it goes e, e, and then eventually e. And it starts with a P word. Almost like after you put the P word, it seems like the capitals would go off. Like you're playing some type of game that has that action. Oh.
No, get out.
If you're being told to get out another spirit, not me, but again, another possible not pleasant spirit, please listen to them and please exit out. I guess you're not welcome, unfortunately. So how about this? Arthur, it's been long enough. Dorothy, that's the daughter's name, as well as Sarah, that's the other spirit that hangs out. And the other names that have come through, I don't know if they're friends of these ones or just random names, but either way, if you're children and you want to play, I'm going to do this thing where I'm going to tap a capel. Is it possible you can tap another one next to it or near it or the same one after it turns off? Otherwise, a REM pod? Oh.
Seat.
Well, yes, there is a lot of toys on that seat. We have the twin kitties that are fraternal because they don't look exactly the same. Then we have the Oogie Boogie Woogie, Ghost Stuffy, the octopus that we have named Mellipus, and the Foxy Fox Stuffy. So if you are at the seat and hanging out, playing with those toys, you can. Otherwise, you can take a seat. So I'm going to go ahead and tap this capel. Hopefully it'll work, but we'll see. Otherwise I have to shake it again. And then maybe you can tap that donut one or the frog one. Okay, it wasn't too hard. Or flashlight or REM pod. Let's play. Again, it's a 30-minute session and we're already at 22 minutes. So if you want to play, this is your moment. Have fun. I'll say the word in my head. That starts with a P. Otherwise it was coincidence that it said that word and then capitals went off.
Church bell tolls.
Well, there is a bell. Again, I do have that call bell. Otherwise, this one, it goes like this. I do have that one too. Or does someone need me to say a prayer? Is that like a little clue? If that's a clue that there's a spirit somewhere in this vicinity that needs me to say a prayer, and that was like a little clue. REM pod, flashlight, EMF meter to orange or red. Because that's what detective likes to do, make sure that the spirits that need help get the help.
Stay out the forest.
Well, that's unfortunately where somebody may have passed away, and that would be Ron. I mean, it was between woods and forest, but I think we get the hint. It's like you're trying to use the EMF meter to orange or red to say a prayer. Maybe. Otherwise, you can do that capel. Sometimes I let the spirits know, hey, tap a capel, and I'll stop and say the prayer too. If you're not even, utilizing the capels to play with. Maybe you can utilize it to say a prayer. I'm hearing some sounds. I'm not forgetting, but I can't tell exactly where that sound was, except on the right side in the middle. Possibly. Maybe. Has anybody ever tried to knock on my door? Oh, sorry, the bedroom door? Or try to wiggle the knob? I don't know. I don't think it'll. Oh, thank you.
You look familiar.
Yep. Again, we've had many sessions together. Our pal Ron and his daughter Dorothy. I haven't changed. The only thing that may have changed, I think, may have been where I lightened my hair. And it's grown, of course. But pretty much look the same. Which is probably good. Sort of. I mean, hasn't been too, oh no, it's almost been a year and a couple months since we've started this whole communicating to spirits. So I've only, aged 1 year. So not a whole lot. We'll try to come back in 5 years and be like, will it still say that? Probably. Do you like this AI image of you guys? Again, it's just random. I just based it off of your descriptions that you've had said to me. I believe Dorothy's either a young 4 to 6 year old, and again a young 30-ish male with brown hair, brown eyes, maybe hazel. So again, it's this one. I just randomly chose this one with the flashlight since, again, he utilizes the flashlight. And my hand is kind of hurting. That was me cracking my hand as I moved it. Sorry. Not a sound on the walls or the corners. Since
Your face.
My face is still the same? Because it just says, you look familiar, my face. Well, that's good to, again, know that my face is still the same. Thanks. Is it beautiful? REM pod, Capel, flashlight, Ron? Are you trying to let me know my beautiful face is still the same? Hasn't changed? I'm bringing the prayer up just in case somebody needs it. That way I'm not shaking later. It just says, you look familiar, your face. Again, is it a beautiful face? Can you give me some evidence if it is? Capel? REM pod? Flashlight? If you think I have a beautiful face? Yeah, where's Walter when you need him? Or Francis? Where are those two? Well, somebody's putting a light show for me on the EMF meter. Is that a yes? Using the EMF meter? You just maybe ran out of energy to utilize these tools? Remember, energy.
Scary.
What? You look familiar. Your face is scary? What if I put my hair down? Let's put my hair down. Will that change things? Let's find out. Oh, you guys are hilarious. I don't know, Woogie. They just said my face is scary. Alright. Anyways. Okay. Is it still scary? I hope not. Okay, what about now? Is it beautiful now? REM pod? Flashlight, Capel? I put my hair down. Otherwise, it did say, no, it said scared earlier. Oh, left front corner, tap, sound. Heard it. Did I help by putting my hair down? Okay, what are the odds of it saying, you look familiar, your face is scary? Oh.
It's a bad idea.
So put my hair down? There's no win. No win on this. Well, now I can't put it back up. It requires 2 hands. Dang it. Anyway. Well, we had a great session in part 1 for sure. It seems like you guys said you like to talk. We're talking, we're hanging out, we're trying to play games. Although you're not really utilizing the cat balls or the REM pod currently, or the flashlight. Excuse me. And no, I'm not going to turn my camera around or flip it around or any of that stuff to show people. Not saying I have a scary face, but I wasn't planning to show myself. So I don't have any makeup on, and it's just how I look when I get up in the morning. Otherwise, it was just them having fun playing with me by saying that. They don't want to say, oh, you are beautiful. They're just messing around with me, having fun.
Walter.
Walter! Say it. Just say it. Just say it. Say it. Otherwise, make the REM pod or cat ball or EMF meter to orange or red. Walter, if you can say it with the tools, if you can't say it through the Spirit Talker app, that I am, starts with a B. That is hilarious. It said Walter. Walter's like, hold up, guys. He can't say she's scary. She's...
Hellfire.
Okay. You guys are just making me laugh. Alright, well again, like I said, this is just a silly, fun session. Just hanging out with our pals, Ronald and Dorothy and the little ones, as well as apparently Walter. Although I was hoping Walter would help clarify that I am not scary. But then it said that again. It's like, come on. Seriously. Really? Oh yeah, Fifi, can you help me? Can you make these spirits say that I am? Because I know you know that I am. Because you were. Again, REM pod, cat ball, flashlight, ghost motion detectors, bell, something. Just to say that I am. Starts with a B. I don't know if it has pretty, so I'm just going to say pretty. The opposite of, I'm not the opposite, it's the synonym of pretty. Aww.
I miss my life.
Well, I was just mentioning Fifi. Is that Fifi? Saying she misses her life with me? REM pod? Fifi, Fiona, are you saying you miss your life with me? Your physical cat being body being here with me? Because again, I can't see you, can't really hear you. I don't know if you're here, there, but I have a sense you are somewhere. So if you're saying I miss my life, because I was just talking about you, can you do the REM pod? I don't know if you have the energy, but can you? Cat ball? And if it's wrong, you can turn on your flashlight since it's been very silent with that.
I can protect you.
That's my Fifi. Yeah, I know that's my Fifi. She can protect me. Oh, of course, Ron too. Ron, you too can protect me with that flashlight. So again, Fifi and Ron are probably here to protect me. I'm going to turn to my left to see my beautiful Fifi's photo. Wave at it. And her urn. And her cat food that's just still sitting there. Oh yeah, did I not say it? Good morning, Fifi. I like to always say good morning to her. I can't remember if I did. Anyways. Sure you don't want to join in, Fifi? Have fun with the spirits here. Ron, Dorothy, Arthur, and the others that have mentioned their names, as well as Walter. You want to hang out? Again, this is going to be another... Oh, and Vicky, apparently.
Vicky.
So again, if you just want to hang out, you can. I think they love kitties. They're probably, going to allow you to get petted or play balls. Do I have any balls around? Or mouses? I don't know. Have anything for you to be? Well, there's Capples. I'm just saying, like, hang out, play, get petted. It's too bad her name's not in the word bank. That'd be awesome. I just know that it has, obviously, the C word. And obviously her nickname, which has been said in the previous sessions. As well as some little clues that she might be here with some words that have been spewed through during her sessions. So again, I might have to wrap it up soon. This is just apparently a silly part 2 session with these ones. We were hoping to have a fun one with playing the four corner game, cat balls, REM pod to make it actually go extremely strong by holding that antenna. I don't know if they just ran out of energy. There's 3 lights on. The light source is their energy source, so they're just supposed to go up to it, soak that energy up, come back and try again. Whether it's to do the REM pod, cat ball, flashlight,
Gravestone.
EMF meter to orange or red, the bells, ghost motion detector, anything? No? Gravestone? It literally said grave and then stone. That's true. I don't know. I haven't found their actual Find a Grave page because it's not enough clues to figure out who they really are. I just know there's a story behind Ronald and his daughter Dorothy. Again, it's in my playlist, Ron and Dorothy. And this, again, is Detective Lazaria, just hanging out. Walter did pop up, but I didn't hear him say the 3 phrase, or the phrase with the 3 words. The synonym of pretty. I haven't seen it, so bummer. I thought he was going to help clear up that you look familiar. Your face.
Activity.
Scary. Well, yeah, there hasn't been much activity. I'm waiting for the activity to pipen up before I have to sadly end it. I thought we were going to have fun. Do you not have the energy yet? You're going to absorb the light energy. There's 3 on. Again, I'm overheating. Well, not really, but, I'm allowing you to have all 3 lights on so you can soak up the... Hi, baby. Is that you, baby? I just saw the EMF meter to go to the second green. That's usually her indicator that she's here. So if baby's here, can you do that light again? The green one? Second green? Saying, yep, that was me. How'd you know? You were pretty fast at seeing that. If baby's joining in, she's my other kitty that had passed. And her code color on the EMF meter is indeed the second green.
Drain camera.
No, don't do that. No, 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 no. Please don't do that. Hi, baby. Don't do that, baby. Whoa. Did you guys see it? It went to orange. Hi. Again, don't drain the camera. The light sources, 2 lamps, one behind me, one to the right, and this ceiling light in front of me. Please don't drain the camera. Even though I just saw you use that energy that you took from my camera to make it go orange. Don't do that. Don't. Please, don't. Being kind and being polite. Please don't. You do not have the permission to do that. You have permission to take it from my light sources. Anyways, so again, that's my baby. Pop it in. As well as some other spirits. And Phoebe. Ron, Dorothy, Arthur, Walter. Yeah, he hasn't utilized his flashlight since Ice. Not sure about ice. Oh, because I'm hot? You're like, why don't you get some ice water? Why don't you cool yourself down with some ice water? Well, like I said, maybe part 2 isn't as cool and amazing and activity-wise with the tools. But I felt like I had to at least try. I really had to cut short the part 1 due to the fact that I had to change and do another errand and then come back. But maybe they just want to, have fun without doing anything in front of me. That's all.
Calm.
Yeah, it's been calm, meaning like quiet on their tools. Again, get butter, this thingy, that thingy, this thingy, this thingy. Nothing? Anything? Come on. I gotta get going, so have fun for the last 5 minutes, if anything. Or 3. Maybe not. Not every session's gonna be, wow. Nothing? How about this? I'm just gonna randomly say a prayer, see if that helps. Oh, and there's people outside, just so you know. I just said the prayer. I don't know if anybody needed it, but I said it. You can let me know if you received it by interacting with anything up here. Or back there. Or just say it. I'm just saying it in case somebody needed it.
They buried me here.
I don't know if you mean physically, like here, or if it's Ron's story. They buried me where he had, again, been emmed. Which I believe is like the forest or the woods. You can help clarify that if you can utilize the tools up here. When it says, they buried me here, is it referring to the forest/woods? That's why we probably don't have a gravestone for them. So again, not the EMF meter, cat ball, REM pod, or flashlight. Or bell. or just a random spew? I think they just aren't as active as they were in the beginning of part 1. I think I'm gonna have to end it, sadly. I don't know, it just seems like you're either just not enough energy, you're just hanging out, sitting and talking, and you just want me to get going. Maybe you know that I have to get going, probably. You're like, we'll help her end it. We'll just not do anything. Last word, last phrase, last name, and I'm gonna get going. But thank you for popping in, Arthur, and maybe Dorothy, also Ronald, and Walter, and the others that had said their names, even though I don't know too much on their story. Oh, keys.
Keys.
Well, again, I don't know if you guys know the story, but he used to have a flashlight that was green, but unfortunately its spare bulb had burnt out. And at that point, I just said it's probably just cheaper just to buy a new flashlight. And so we had a session where we kind of mentioned, hey, oh, well, that's just repetitive.
Good morrow.
Hey, you know, how about we see if he can switch and utilize this new home, meaning like he's got the new keys to his home. And he mentioned keys multiple times. So is that what you meant? I don't know if you're going to be able to do anything. Because again, it's his new flashlight. He's just not using it as I was hoping he would use it as.
Escape.
So yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah, I guess you can say he escaped the old one and made it to the new one. I don't know. Just randomly spewing random things. I don't know. Anyways, that's what I thought when it said keys. But again, he's not utilizing it. Oh, well, maybe another time, maybe at night, bring him back, see if anything changes. Just seems very quiet with the tools up here, sadly. Not every session's going to be, like I said, very active and making sense, sadly. I tried. Again, I didn't want to leave them hanging within less than 25 minutes in part 1. I wanted to see if they wanted to continue to play the Four Corners game. Oh.
I was poor.
So again, yes, I believe he was. I believe our flashlight pal, Ron, was poor. And again, he was M'd. He did have a wife, forgot the name, as well as his daughter, Dorothy. I don't know the exact time frame of when he was born and passed away, but I thought it was the 1800s. Is that, I don't know. Again, it's been very quiet. Any chance you can come up here, Ron, to use the flashlight again? Help me clarify some things before I go. Did you live in the 1800s? Catball? Rempod? I want to get your story right, so I don't know. I have a feeling it probably was the 1800s, somewhere in the forest of woods. He was left to decay after he was M'd, and to cover it up, they may have put his car over his body as if it was an accident, or just left it there to make it look like if anybody ever found it.
My name is Anna.
Well, hi, Anna. I don't know who you are. Are you tied to anybody? Maybe Ron or Ronald? Or otherwise his daughter Dorothy? Are you tied to them in any way? I don't know the whole story of your names. I just know Eliza is his sister. Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I'm just going to have to, unfortunately, end this session. I'm sorry to the viewers. I just feel like it's going all over the place. And then, of course, they said, hey, one more last phrase, word. And it said keys. And here I am, another few more minutes in. But it's still not making sense. I apologize. I tried. But yeah. Oh, they did?
They found my body.
Oh, okay. So maybe he's, after he had, unfortunately, obviously decayed, his bones were recovered down there in the cliff. I don't know if they ever were able to trace back who he was. ID'd him. I don't know. I haven't found a story related to somebody that had been found by a cliff or edge or in the woods or forest. I tried looking. I just couldn't find anything. But if it was in the 1800s, maybe it's not out there in the Google world, or I could just search it. But yes, I guess you're letting me know that your body was found. So that's good to know. So it wasn't just left. But I still think that this elderly woman had done something to you where they aimed you and maybe have discarded your body over this cliff edge and then drove off with your car to go over the body to cover it up. But you're letting me know that they found your body. That's good to know, I guess. Anyways, it's very quiet. I can't tell. The EMF meter is just kind of like going on and off, but I just can't tell if it's them or just random. My hand is hurting, so I do have to unfortunately end it. Last phrase for sure. Sorry. But thank you for coming in. I appreciate for you putting your name right away in part 1, Ronald. That helped me. Otherwise, it would have been, this is R. And you probably would. Oh, yeah. Okay.
Cement shoes.
So again, I'm just ignoring this. I'm just going to end it. Oh, well, we tried. Maybe another time. Oh, wait. The EMF meter is going strong. Hold up. It kept going to orange. Why are you going to orange now? Now when I'm trying to end it. What? Who's here? Can you use the REM pod instead? Put that energy in the REM pod. The square device with the red light. Not the EMF meter. Just go to the right next to it. Again, here. Or the flashlight. Again, I'm trying to end it, but you're using the EMF meter strong now. Just when I was talking about how I'm not sure if it's a spirit, but no, it is. It's a spirit. I don't know. Again, I don't know. I just said cement shoes and it's been going bonkers. Wow. I mean, explain that. I don't know. Nothing. Between? So you're in between the REM pod and the EMF meter? All right, well, I don't know. That was kind of interesting. Literally, I'm just like trying to end it, and then the EMF meter literally started to pick up.
I'm losing energy.
That's what I figured. So I'm going to go ahead and assume that I'm just going to let you rest. That's why there wasn't any activity, because even though I mentioned multiple times, there's my light sources all on to recharge, but maybe you're just choosing not to utilize those lights. I don't know. And hopefully you weren't draining my battery on my camera, because I can't see the percentage until I stop. All right. I don't know. Maybe it's too many tools up here. It could be that too. Overwhelmed. We got the bell, the cat balls, the REM pod, the flashlight, and the EMF meter. Maybe everything's just too much. Should I, in the next session, maybe limit it to maybe one cat ball, a REM pod, obviously the EMF meter, and not include the bell all the time? Maybe that's just too much. Possibly, right? Same with the flashlight, Maybe just keep it flashlight, one ball, and a REM pod. EMF meter, no bell. Maybe it's too intimidating.
Encouragement.
All right. Well, I'm going to get going. Someone did just come home, so it's going to get really loud. So I appreciate this fun session for definitely part 1. This silly session, for the most part, because what you said and who came through. All right, well, this is your detective. Sadly having to sign out, but it has been long. I know you're using the EMF meter strong, but I gotta end it. I'm sorry. So you can hang out with me, play with the tools as I wrap it up, but I gotta go. All right, this is your detective, Lazaria, signing out. Peace, love, and eternity. Bye.